Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So this time around, with our week 16 of our free gifts, we're getting a companion equipment choice pack. Those of you on console will be getting that legendary mount companion choice pack, missing out on the companion choice pack. But in fact, that's just been switched around with the 50% off coupon. So don't worry about it, you will get it, just so that the coupon didn't clash with the Black Friday sales and thus making this coupon seem somewhat worthless. So we check our promo tab. Unfortunately, I've done this already, but we can go and we can claim our companion equipment choice pack. Now at first look, the companion equipment does have pretty neat item level, 1350, but unfortunately when we look through all of the companion equipment, every single piece has an offensive stat and a defensive stat, making all of these pieces of companion equipment next to useless for every build. That is highly unfortunate, and I have no idea what Cryptic Studios are thinking releasing that kind of companion equipment, that being the same one that they released with the prophetic retellings as the final reward on the premium track. So with that, I cannot recommend you use any of these pieces of companion equipment for your build. However, if you're a new player and you're just starting out, then by all means slot these in until you find something better. The item level boost will help with your extra damage and help you unlock the extra content that's gated behind having item level. Now, of course, what you ideally want to be obtaining is, if we look in the collection tab, this Sharon Dar companion equipment that has either double offensive or double defensive stats. None of this nonsense with one offensive and one defensive, and that gives you also the slots for the rune stones of either defensive or offensive, and therefore you can fully flesh out your build on dealing damage or survivability through defensive stats. None of this nonsense with one offensive and one defensive. I don't know why they are coming out with that. Healers, sure, you might benefit from it because it's very easy to cap your offensive stats that contribute to healing, and thus you may as well stack some defensive stats somewhere, and companion equipment could be a place for that. However, there are definitely alternative places you can grind this companion equipment, New Sharandar being one of the places from those bounty boards or from those diamond shards, and you can also still obtain them from Undermountain in those master expeditions. There's a whole variety of ones that are obtainable here, and I highly recommend doing that when you've gone and completed that Undermountain adventure. You can grind master expeditions. Now, oddly enough, we were also able to obtain this epic mount collar pack. Not sure if this is supposed to be released for our week 17 and was accidentally pushed out now. Well, we can obtain all of these collars, one of the following of any collar within the game. You have your practicals, really not useful for anything other than 6% more rough astral diamonds. That'll help you newer players get that 100k every day. Sturdy ones, you have benefit to your at-wills encounters or your action points, just increasing that damage by 3% for these. Purple ones, my suggestion is generally just take the encounter power one, unless you're really serious about that single target damage and you know your class does more at-will damage than encounter damage, then take the at-will one. Then for supportive, you want that stamina regen for your tanks and outgoing healing for your healers. For your unified ones, you want that movement speed for your DPS and healers, and you want that incoming healing for your tanks. For your wayfaring, finally, you want crit severity as a DPS until you cap crit severity. That's when you want recharge speed, and otherwise you want action point gain for your tanks or your healers who just want to be casting those daily powers a little bit more often. And that's it. Console players, again, yes, you're still back there on the legendary mount choice pack, that being with all of those legendary mounts here. I've already made a video covering and showcasing each of those mounts, but again, there are a few recommendations I do suggest for the certain roles. If you want to watch that video, by all means do so. There'll be a link in the description. So finally, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of my channel members for helping me keep my channel going, and if I presented this well, consider giving the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.